Hey fellas, how's it going? It's another Friday,
So,
another episode of the Pardon the Ignorance podcast. This
okay.
week, you hear Dave. We also
Hello,
got
hello,
Harold with
hello.
us.
What's up, Dave? What's up, people?
Hey.
How you doing?
What's going on, fellas? How you doing this evening?
All right. It's Friday the 13th. A little scared to be in the office here by myself, but I'm hoping I can pull through and make it through it.
Yeah, nice. You know what? You cunts have your backgrounds blurred. I think I should do the same thing then, huh? I'll join the cool
Yeah,
guy
Yeah,
club.
go ahead.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we got to keep this going when we actually do a live one. Just blur the background and make everybody believe that we're still separated by like 800 kilometers or something.
That'd be great.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what the fuck is going on? I've listened to the last couple podcasts without me. Uh, they were good. I just realized I didn't really need to come back, but I was like, well, you need to do one,
Yeah,
just for old time's sake. So,
definitely.
um, yeah, been super busy. New baby in the house, so yeah, you know how that goes. Well, one of you
No.
does. I was gonna say
Yeah.
one of you does.
Yeah, but on the other
Thankfully,
hand,
I
you
forgot
actually
what that's like. So, and I plan on keeping it that way. Well, actually, I have no choice to keep it that way.
Right.
yeah, and you guys actually belong in your family, so yeah, jokes on me.
Yeah.
I get to sleep. Fuck it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You've gone the Rena family route, and that's fine by me. I mean, you do that, but hopefully in your future a baby comes, Harry, and you can see what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, I might have to go like fetus deletus if that ever happens.
You do you, man. It's all good.
Plus, stepfather is a pretty hot genre right now. So I think Harry's doing it right.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, I'm get guys, I'm getting her started in gymnastics and dancing and stuff. I'm setting myself up right now.
All right.
Oh, getting her ready for people to pay her tuition $1 at a time, huh?
Hey, I'm into doing whatever gets the job done. Whatever gets me rich, I'm in.
OnlyFans is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Which is one I fucking don't understand that OnlyFans shit.
Speaking of that, I read an article today about a girl who was told when she was 15 that she would never amount to nothing by her teacher. Turns out she has an OnlyFans for the last year where she makes 360,000 a month, a fucking month.
Yeah, that's
Has
insane.
an OnlyFans, and turns out that teacher who told her that is a subscriber.
That's insane.
Small world,
Yeah.
small world.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's been that way. It's been that way since the Jackson 5. If you're smart as a grown up, you can like abuse a kid into doing what you actually wanted to do. Um,
Yeah.
and
Look at Tiger's dad.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He came from a bad family. I thought everything was like cookie cutter
Was
perfect for him.
No, his dad forced
Earl
him to go.
Woods was a fucking psychopath.
Yeah. Mm. I think the Williams sisters' father was one as well.
Yeah, he was also a psychopath.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, he bred two beasts.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, he did.
Actually, I think there was three, and then I thought one got killed in a drive-by shooting or something like this.
I
oh
don't
really?
know. It's possible.
I'm pretty sure that was the case. I think she got in just a drive-by shooting and ended up getting killed, but I thought she was a good player as well. I don't know. No, facts are facts. Podcast are podcasts, so it is what it is.
And we try to do kind of both.
We like that gray line.
Yeah.
It's not black, it's not white, it's in the middle.
No.
We're
Is it a
colorblind here, really.
podcast?
So
Are we a fucking news source? You're goddamn right we are.
yeah, we are.
We make this shit Facebook official every episode. You can take it to the bank.
Have you put
Definitely.
your Bobby? Have you put your Trump 2024 signs in your yard yet?
No, but I will.
Uh,
I dare
I got Old Glory flying over them Rooskies.
yeah. Tough conversations to have. We have in my work group we have somebody from Russia. Yeah, try to stay away from those conversations. Really, they don't end up anywhere good. So
Not me. I'd go right for him. I love it. It's great.
yeah, But I
That's
think it's
become it's like
it,
80% of my entertainment at work.
but it's yeah, well, okay. Well, I was gonna say if it's your family, you can do it, but I like my job. I tend to stay away from those conversations at work.
I'm a boss. Fuck them.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Complain to me about me? Good luck, bud.
Yeah.
We'll see how
They
fast I
literally
tear that
can't.
shit up.
Hey, they literally can't throw me out. So shoot, I go all in.
Yeah, exactly.
So Harry, what have you been up to, man?
Oh, not a lot. I've been over to Munich a couple of times. Did a couple of games for the Zone. Last season game, I had the Texans and the Colts, which turned out to be a good game. Nevertheless, got like zero airtime because it wasn't playoff relevant. And I keep getting asked a lot of times, like, are you going to do anything in the playoffs? That's above my pay grade. Unfortunately, I said that last time on the pod as well. And I actually shot the producer a message yesterday and asked her if there was a chance for me to commentate a playoff game, and she never even answered. So that tells you where I am, where my rung is on that ladder. So
Yeah,
It's disappointing because if you listen to you, and it's not just because you're a dear friend of mine, but I'll say this. I've tried to tune into a couple of those games because I have Dazen here at my house. Yeah, a lot of them are garbage. Like I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to say it how it is. Um, Sometimes you're watching the game and they're, I don't want to say boring, but it's just, it's not my mother language. One, two.
hmm.
Um, Still, it's like there's no excitement there. If I want to listen to a book on tape, I'll buy one. I don't need to be put to sleep. So I don't think you do that. I think you do a lot. And you sneak some facts in there too, which I like. Um, yeah, basically what I'm saying, I'm hoping your boss see this because you need to be in the playoffs. In fact, I need to start something either on Twitter or someplace else to get it going for you.
Hey man,
So
I appreciate it.
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
But I mean, everybody starts somewhere, and you're there. Not this isn't also just your first year. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, and on top of that, if it's not my time, it's not my time.
exactly.
I might know football. Might start learning the ropes about how to be a color announcer on television and whatever. But if some producer says that I'm just not ready, then maybe I just have to believe that I'm just not ready because I'm really new to this whole TV color commentating thing. It's like you said, it's my second year. I've only done like a handful of streams in Germany, so you know it's okay. It's a learning curve. I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So what's up with you? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Me or Bobby?
Oh, you. I talked about Bobby last
Um,
week.
yeah, man. Just like I said, busy. You know how it is. Season's coming up, and getting prep for that, and then the new baby, the rest of the kids. Work is
For
crazy. Work is crazy.
for your audio listeners, Dave just took a huge swing of whiskey. Swig of whiskey.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid myself from hacking on the mic. Yeah, man, just a lot of stuff going on and all at once. The Christmas season and you guys know what I'm talking about. And really, honestly, I think maybe I'd sent this to you, Harry. I think it's really underrated how much time it takes to get a playbook going and get things going as far as a football coach goes. And I have to be prepared by the middle of January when practice really starts. So on Wednesday, it's like full go again. So I need to look at it and decide how I want to install it and things like that. So, uh, yeah, just a
Yeah.
lot of shit going on.
I think that's really underrated because I think as a coach, you're like a constant, eternal student of the game. It's like whenever you think you got it figured out, somebody else throws in something that you're not used to, and you got to prepare for all that kind of stuff. And it's not only that; it's also trying to factor in the material that you have because you can be the greatest strategic mind on earth if you just don't have the players to do it. Then it's not worth that much.
Right. Right. So really, for me, I started out as a playbook, a basic one, and then I see what guys I have and how I can move them around and maybe use them in our best interest, and then I go from there basically. So if I don't have the right people, I'm not going to try to pass it 80 times a game. It doesn't make sense.
Mm.
But it's all about seeing guys get in and see what you can do with them. So going from there, very exciting stuff. But I'm hyped for the season. I'm very hyped for it. I love football season. and it usually runs from January to, if you're good, October. So it's a good thing. Definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Also, oh yeah, that's one thing I've been up to. I had a night shift last night, which is when I'm probably tripping over my words because I'm tired as fuck. But I spent all night working on an Excel sheet for my live stadium calling, so I'll be able to provide listeners with live stats as the game goes on.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
I'm
I
glad you could
have
get that done at work.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shit, Berlin is dead except for one
So are
deportation
probably all
flight.
the planes that you weren't taking care of.
I may or may not have lost a police helicopter last night. I'm not really 100% sure because he called up. He never, I mean, literally, he never gave a landing message. And in cases like that, it's my job to like call their base and find out if he touched down or not. But I got relieved. They didn't call me in to answer a whole bunch of questions, so I just hope and assume that everybody's fine.
Yeah.
Assumptions
Yeah,
are always great
that's
in that line of work.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
so
Oh, but
anything that comes in your zone, you have to take. Police, helicopters, anything in the air.
yeah, at night it's like whatever leaves the immediate vicinity of an airport has to get an air traffic control clearance, and that's where we come in.
Okay.
During the day, we normally don't even have anything to do with them because they're super low.
Yeah.
They take care of their own separation to other traffic. They take care of their own terrain separation and flight following also. There's a special position called Flight Information Service. They don't provide air traffic control, which is to say they don't provide any separation between aircraft. They just let other guys know, hey, there's another person out there. It's a lot like traffic radio. And but at night you get air traffic control because obviously a lot of people don't know where you're going. Nobody sees you. And I mean, we still don't provide separation because you don't see clouds on radar and you get clouds at night as well. So we can't provide air traffic control in the sense of actually instructing a pilot to fly a certain heading because there might be a cloud there. And if he's going on visual flight rules, then he can't enter a cloud under those
Right.
circumstances. So that would be an emergency. So yeah, he just calls up, lets us know where he is, what his routing is, his person's on board in case something happens, that we know how many search and rescue people we have to alarm. And yeah, then we just watch him. We just watch him, and if he disappears from the radar, we start making phone calls.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Is
a cool thing.
is Berlin closed at night?
Oh yeah, they have a curfew, except for
Okay.
government flights.
I
Yeah,
think
that's-
all German airports have a curfew, don't they?
No, they don't. Leipzig
No.
doesn't, Stuttgart doesn't, and Cologne doesn't. I don't know about the other ones, but for those, I'm sure because
I know
that's where the mail
Frankfurt and
goes.
is it Dusseldorf?
They have an international airport as well, so
Yeah.
it could be.
Yeah, well, Frankfurt definitely has a curfew, and
Yeah.
Düsseldorf I think does as well. Cologne doesn't. Like I said, that's like where the mail goes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh man, I learned a couple things the hard way dealing with those mail planes because I thought there's always a Germanwings flight that takes off at about 12 and then
Mhm.
flies to Stuttgart. And since there's nobody else in the air, he gets to fly basically directly a beeline from airport to airport. So
Yeah.
nothing.
Nice.
And he's so
Yeah.
fast that I always thought that there's one plane. One plane, they deload it, turn it around, and fly back because they're so super fast. But once I just sent the guy over like to the next frequency, which is Munich radar, like 30 minutes before apparently he called back and he said, hey, this is Germanwings. I think it was 2006, and the return call sign is 2007. And he says, yeah, this is Germanwings 2007. I'm like, oh no, it's Germanwings 2006. And I thought, okay, he means Germanwings 2007 because I already saw the guy on the radar. So I gave him descent and pointed him towards the airport. He read it back. He descended, but I didn't see him descend on the radar. So I'm like, huh? Expedite descent and turn heading so and so. And he read it back, but he didn't do it. And then all of a sudden my phone rang and somebody said, hey, I just lost Germanwings 2006 from my frequency, and now he's doing all kinds of crazy shit. Could you see if you still have him on your frequency? I'm like, oh my God. I was vectoring and descending a plane that I didn't see. I didn't know where he
In somebody
was.
else's airspace.
Somebody else's airspace, somebody else's
Jesus
traffic.
Christ.
And and the pilot and I must have thought the same thing, because I thought, oh well, it's late. He
Yeah.
just has a little confusion of numbers. He meant 7. It's actually 6. I don't want to be a hard ass on the guy and say confirm call sign, like I would have,
Yeah.
throughout the day. And that's how I learned that there's actually 2 planes, and one goes back and that has the 2007 call sign, and one just goes and then maybe stays in Stuttgart until the next morning, and that's the 2006 that I sent to Munich.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody spoke about this. This was
No,
left
because I
alone.
kept it a secret.
I would have done.
Until now.
Until now. Yeah, I mean, we have a just culture thing where if you make a mistake, then you're supposed to be open and honest about it, so they can like work on
Learn.
ways how to eliminate that
Yeah.
mistake, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. But there's certain things that I just like to keep to myself, like that one.
Yeah.
I would have as well. I've been like, I like my job. I'm just gonna pretend this didn't happen.
Yeah, this is 10 years ago, so call signs are different now anyway. So
Yeah, it's got to be also statute of limitations, right? You'd
I
think.
I hope. I mean, nobody
You'd
died,
think.
so whatever.
Right. That you know of.
That's a hell of a measurement for a flight
Yeah.
controller. But did you die?
Right. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Oh man, your job
Yeah.
is far more exciting than mine, my friend.
Not at night, it's not.
Yeah, but it allows you to get ready. You're able to do other shit,
Yeah,
and you're there just in case.
that's true.
Yeah. But
I guess my question would be, when is your job overtaken by a computer?
They're working on it. They're implementing a system, actually, or they're going to try to implement a system where an air traffic controller just basically becomes a system administrator. We just make sure that everything works. Now, for area control, it might actually work, because with trajectories and everything, you can pretty much calculate by the mile exactly where a plane's going to be, given certain wind streams, plane's airspeed, all that kind of stuff. With approach control, it won't work. I'm telling you like it is. It just won't work, because there's so many factors involved.
no.
So many things that you
Weather condition, like real-time conditions.
Well, yeah, and to a certain degree, but also how each individual pilot flies the plane. There's different company regulations regulating when planes have to be established, meaning or established for the final approach, meaning when they slow down. And EasyJet's different from Lufthansa. Lufthansa is different from British Airways. Ryanair
Yeah.
is completely different. So you just basically look and react to whatever happens. And I don't think that AI is at a level that it could take over the job from a human at this point.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. We'll see. Skynet's real as fuck, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, so is Neuralink apparently.
Yeah. So, speaking of linking, so I heard a term the other day that really kind of, really, really made me shudder. So, you know how there's crazy people, right? Everywhere.
No.
So have you ever heard of somebody that is into fluid bonding?
It sounds interesting. Now, in my mind, it's just a couple of bros getting together over a beer, but that's probably not it.
No, it's not.
For fuck's sake, Bobby.
It's basically just, hey, let's fluid bond, man. I'm going to let you leave it in.
Explain.
Seminal fluids.
Seminal fluids.
Are just bodily fluids joining together as one.
Okay.
Right?
I mean,
Okay.
please, a scenario. Like, what are
Yeah.
we discussing here?
It's just like, that's how it works, isn't it? I mean,
well, theoretically, but would you do that with like randoms?
Well, no, because I'm not gay, but
Oh, No, not just
Ooh.
gay. I'm just saying, like anybody. Like it could be a gay thing. It could be a heterosexual thing.
Oh, this
Oh,
It could
goes to
be
both sides of the
yeah,
fence. Ah,
anything.
gotcha.
At both sides. It's just there. I was. I don't even know what podcast or
Where are
what video it
you?
was.
Oh, I was gonna say, where are you at where you come across these terms? This happens a lot to you.
Dude, the internet. I'm into some pretty fucked chat things. Um, so it was either a video or a podcast, and the girl was explaining like her thing is fluid bonding, and it's just like, okay, like what does that mean? Like you like people spit in your mouth or whatever? It's like no. Like she prefers like just to let everybody she encounters, if they're down to it, just leave it in. And that's kind of
okay.
that's weird.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah.
I mean, sounds like a good hang.
I mean, I mean, you've hung out with worse people, I guess.
Right. I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound that weird, but then you guys, my mind starts going, and
Of
it's
course it
like,
does.
yeah, and it's like, hey, I wonder if like, I mean, obviously, guys are into that, you know, leaving it
Yeah.
in into females. That's that's kind of the goal,
It's kind of a nature thing, isn't it? It's
right?
right. Hmm.
But imagine like coming
No,
across like some
don't do it.
crazy, no, okay, but imagine.
I would think it's a setup. You know what I mean? Like for me, that would be a setup. She'd be like, "Hey, do you want to fuck me raw and leave it in?" I'd be like, "Hello, my name's David." Like what? Like who are you? Just it's especially if it's a rando. You're like, "No,
Right.
I'm all set."
Well, see, after you say yes, though, but then the thing that like runs through my head is like, okay, if you're telling me this is your thing and you like to do this with like multiple people, is that a day in an evening? Like, what if it's like, hey, yeah, let's fluid bond, but you'd just been topped off. No thanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, AIDS is fun, but I'm going to avoid that. STDs are fun, but I would prefer to avoid those. So, yeah,
Yeah.
bunch of all it
Well,
takes is one leaky dick to ruin your life. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, but you
no,
can
I'm all set.
there's a pill for that.
Yeah, and there's also getting rotted, which I'm not into, Bobby. So I think I'm going to avoid that.
Getting what?
Rotted.
what's rotted?
Like
You don't notice?
rotted, like a rod, or
A rod.
rotted, like
No,
rotten.
rotted. A
Oh.
rod where they squeeze the tip of your dick and they run a fucking Q-tip up it and pull it back out.
Oh, okay. See, that's different. What I was thinking, I was imagining there's a thing called sounding. Google that. That's what
No,
I was imagining.
no, I'm worried about
Harry's
somebody
Googling.
jamming something up my dick because my dick is leaky. No thanks. I'm all set. Ugh.
Hold on, let's watch Harry's reaction.
Okay, I have to put in Urban Dictionary because I got an astrological term. Urban Dictionary sounding. Sounding is
Read
the
it.
act of inserting a metal rod into your urethra. Sounding tubes are meant to be used medically, but some people figured out that they experience sexual pleasure from the act. The reason for this being that the sounding tube can reach very sensitive parts inside your penis that, if stimulated, can create some very intense orgasms. You know, the way they describe it, it actually doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, Google some images, and it's just as horrible as what you're not expecting.
But like you said, on the other hand, I had a similar procedure done by a doctor to me for medical reasons,
Yes.
obviously, and I preferred to get knocked out because I wanted no part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I was in the hospital for a while with a
With a
what is that?
catheter.
With a catheter. I'm good.
I
don't-
have chronic kidney stones,
yeah.
and every so often I'll get one that requires me to get what's called a stent, where it's a tube that goes up to your kidney.
Oh,
all the way up,
Yep,
oh God.
all the way up.
all the way up. The crazy thing is, you pull those out, and like you're just like you're stone sober, and they're just like, "Hey, we're gonna tug this out. You want to pull it out?" I'm just like, "What? I can pull this out myself." Yeah. Well, fuck yeah, I want to try that out. No, it's so hard to do to yourself. It's awful. That's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
I want to go to bed now.
This podcast got away from us real fucking quick. We went from football to fucking kidney stints.
Well, the doctor said that a lot of guys that get it for the first time, they prefer to get knocked out. But apparently, there's a lot of people who get it on a regular basis, like you, Bobby. I didn't know why one would need that except for like cancer or something, bladder cancer or whatever. But obviously, there's a chronic thing where you could require it. He said, well, if you've been doing it for like 10 or 12 years, people just like raw dog it because they don't like the drowsiness afterwards. They're like, shit, in and out, let's go to work, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've never had one inserted while I was awake. I've just had them pulled out while you're completely normal.
Oh no, that doesn't feel good. That even the
There's no way.
No,
There's no way.
It doesn't
It
hurt,
can't
but
scratch you going up.
it's weird.
There's no way that can't like scratch you or something on the way up.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
And the first time you take a piss, it's like pissing needles.
See, dude, here's the thing. The first kidney stone operation I ever had, there's this process. They put you like they knock you out and they put you in a bathtub and they just beat the living shit out of you with ultrasonic waves to crush up the stone. Well, what happens when you take a stone and crush it? Now you have, instead of one, you have thousands. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm. Turns into arrowheads.
Yeah. So the problem is they built up, the main stone didn't break enough. It kind of lodged itself. So they had to re-knock me out, go in and pull it and manually pull it out.
Oh.
So all that, the tube from your kidney to your bladder there's no tolerance. It stays the way it is. It doesn't swell or it doesn't get bigger or smaller, or it's not supposed to. So that obviously gets pretty fucked up with them constantly going in and out or whatever. Well, they got the big stone, which was all fine and dandy.
It'd be like your O-ring. Yeah, I get it.
But then those cocksuckers, they left all the hundreds of little pieces in there. So your tubes and everything are all fucked up. And on top of that, you have to piss out these razor blades for like 5 days. It was the worst.
Yeah. I think I would be drinking nothing but water at that point, just to try to get that clear piss, just to try to do the best you could.
You don't pee, you're pissing blood for 2 weeks.
Bro.
Yeah. That could be fun though.
No, it's not. It sucks. It's the worst.
Got to put a positive spin on it.
Yeah. It's awesome. You pass out just from taking a piss. It's real fun.
You're like, wow, this is like, I can't believe it's not an STD.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's your asshole though? It's good?
My asshole?
Yeah, they don't do anything with your asshole?
Why would my asshole be?
I don't know. Just asking. I'm hoping you had a story, Bobby. I was just trying to pull you.
No,
That's all.
Not yet, but I am almost 40, so fingers crossed, fellas. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, and then it's inserted.
Oh no.
Harry, have you already done this?
I've done it once, but for prostate reasons, but I am about to schedule an appointment with all that blizz taking the laxatives and all that stuff.
Yeah, getting the
me too. Yeah.
God, what the hell is that called?
No, I haven't.
Colonoscopy.
No, I haven't, but I cancer runs in the family, so I'm being stupid by not doing it. Now they don't even really finger you for free. Now they just do a camera up there and take a good look. Everybody's standing around the monitor while they're fucking wiggling it in and out of your fucking pooper shooper.
But you're under pretty good drugs though. You're sleeping.
Yeah.
Well,
on the other hand, camera's probably better than just fingering it, because I mean you're like, wait a minute, is this? Is this a tumor or just a piece of cornflakes? You know, that kind
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have to use 2 fingers, sir?
of
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of the I'd rather that than have my asshole fall out. So,
Yeah.
um, I
No
mean,
thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fun story you can tell your friends. They can take selfies or whatever you want to do with it. Really,
Yeah.
it's a celebration, bitches.
I like
So,
I don't think I'd have a problem.
I
Like I
mean,
know some people
I've
are
had the
like, I'm not
voice
doing it
check.
because I'm not gay. And it's like it has nothing to do with you being gay, dude. It's
Yeah,
preserving your health.
yeah,
It's a good thing.
yeah. I mean, I've had the boys check twice. You know what I mean for testicular cancer. I've had that a couple times, and it is what it is. They're in there feeling for whatever.
Hmm.
Uh, but it's a medical thing. Don't make it weird. As long as you don't make it weird, you don't need to have discussions about it. How's my asshole look? None of that stuff. Just let them do their thing, and hopefully they don't find anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
only weird if one of you, either you or the doctor, just happens to come.
yeah, or you
Wow.
find yourself pushing back on it. I think that would definitely change things. Or if you turn around and spread your cheeks while you do it.
See, here's the thing, like people do the craziest thing under anesthesia.
Or call him daddy.
Right. That's the thing. Like you see videos of like kids getting their wisdom teeth out and how they're acting on the anesthesia. I wonder there has to be people that are
Oh
just
yeah.
off their fucking tits getting a
Bobby, I'm going with
colonoscopy.
you. When you get your colonoscopy, I'm going with you.
That's fine.
I just want to be in the room. Just
That's fine.
casually sit in the room.
That's
Dude,
fine.
let's do ours. Let's seriously do ours together. Let's do
We'll
ours
live stream it.
together, all three of us in a room, and live stream that shit.
Yeah.
I'd do it. I'm not
I
embarrassed.
have no
so-
shame. I have no shame. That's fine.
We can do it for cancer awareness or something.
I'm just
like
gonna
that.
put my prosthetic dick cap on first, so that for the camera. So
Not me,
that's all.
man.
That doesn't even match up color wise, Dave. What the fuck are you doing?
I'll get us some silicone foreskins off of Wish.
I swear to God, I'd be in the waiting room because I'm positive they wouldn't let us in the room. Be in the waiting room. When you come out, I swear I'd have balloons with like little assholes on them, like just making an event for you. Fucking the hats and the little fucking streamers.
Yeah,
Oh, that's got to be great.
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
it would be fun. It would be fun. Make a day out of it. Make a
Yeah.
spa day. Spa day
Definitely.
out of it. Doctor's gonna comment like, "You smell great. Are those essential oils?" But yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, they are. But you still have to take that nasty ass shit though, right? And clean everything out of you, right? At least
Yes.
2 or
I
3
think
times
so,
a way.
man.
Have you seen the videos or the TikToks where the kids they fucking drink that shit from Walgreens? I don't know the name of it, but you can get it and it makes you pretty
X-Lax.
much shit. No, it's not X-Lax. It's something else that's even worse, like Bromate or something like this. It only comes in one flavor. It's like lemon flavor or something. There's a kid on there who sees how long he can play Call of Duty after drinking a whole bottle of that.
Nice.
Yeah. So he live streams it. He gets people to make bets on it. So how long he can last. But he made a video afterwards and said he never wants to do it again because he spent 24 hours on the toilet.
Yeah.
And after about, how it is, about the 8th time you've been on the toilet, it starts to get a little bit raw. So
Yeah.
and he got nothing else in there. So
No. I actually know somebody where that stuff like that you actually get prescription here from the doctor to do the colonoscopy
right.
did not work on them.
What?
Did not work.
I remember Kim's had to do it a couple times.
Yeah.
And him telling me that it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. But
it's-
no thanks. But then again, diarrhea is pretty fun every once in a while, people. It's not
I mean,
bad.
is it a way to lose weight? Is it really? It might be.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, there's moments like when you had Taco Bell where you're like, okay, I need to get this out, and
Yes.
I'm gonna die either way. So it might as well go, open the dams, just let it go, and just hope I'm okay in 3 hours.
But it's such an emotional roller coaster. It's that panic, the sweats, the pain, and then the joy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you like, if it's like
Joy.
unsure.
Fucking joy. Shut up, Bobby.
Well, don't you get goosebumps after like a real?
Oh,
after
if you're talking about I'm on the Autobahn driving 200 because I got to, if I don't shit in 3 minutes, it's going to be all over the place. After effect, absolutely. You know, when you get to the door and you're just praying that you get your
Here's
key in
the thing.
time, you're dropping your pants as you go. Yeah, I've been there.
If you had literally no chance to pull over, would you slam on the brakes, get out of your car, and just do it right there on the highway?
probably.
If I still got no, yeah, I would.
If I could still jump the rail, I'd do it.
It's so jumping the rails, you're shitty.
Oh,
Like
dude,
one of
it'd be
those-
like a
like a
poop
sprinkler?
rocket pack.
Yeah. I mean, we've all been there where you're feeling fine, then out of nowhere, your stomach churns a little bit, and you're like, "What's going on?" Next thing you know, you got 5 minutes, and there isn't enough super glue or tape to hold your asshole together to save your life. I don't know what it is about that, but sometimes you're just like, I don't know why I can't hold this shit right now. When it happens to me at the worst places, like I don't want to, especially on the Autobahn, because you're hoping you find a place you can pull into that you have to pay to use the toilet, because at least you know it's semi-clean, right? And it's I hate shitting anywhere but home, but at least it's semi-clean.
Oh, me,
Some of them Autobahn stops though. You have to
yes.
go in them ones that are outdoors, bro.
The wife and a friend of hers, they went to Hamburg a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago, last week for a few days, and they wanted to stop at a place, and for some reason her friend's a little weird that she didn't like to stop at places where you had to pay or
Right.
like go to like big places, which is weird. So it's like, yeah, but as you were saying, those are the cleaner, those are the nicer ones. But you think
And also a safety thing.
that's what
You're
I'm
also
saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they went to one. Mila said like they didn't even have to open up the door. They both just said nope, and got back in the car and left. Went down the road.
Yeah, I mean, because people squat over those. Because look, I don't want to. You want to hang your balls out in the free open air as you're trying to take a shit on one of those? I don't. I absolutely don't. I'm hovering.
Oh,
And
I will never. I'm knocking on wood. My ass has yet to touch a public toilet seat. Will not happen. I won't. No, will not
no.
do it.
If I'm traveling, it's got to be my hotel room.
Yes.
And if I'll make it home. I'll do everything I can. I swear to you, I've had to go so bad I was sweating, and I had a ring around my fucking shirt that I was sweating so bad. But I hit that toilet, and you're right. That was semi-orgasmic because you're like,
Yeah.
this is I can go.
That's the
Put
joy
your
I'm
legs
talking
out
about.
straight in front of you.
Yeah.
Legs out straight in front of you. But I've also been to the ones where you barely make it in the bathroom. You're trying to get your belt off, and you're even coming down, and as you're sitting, that baby's already.
Yeah. Your butthole falls out before you get your underwear down.
You get a double. You get the drop the submarine log and get the double Poseidon. That's always nice.
Yep.
So, yeah, but I'll be damned, dude. I'll go in those bathrooms and I'll piss, and even then, I hate opening that door.
Yep. I don't like to touch it.
No, me either. I'm always hoping to catch somebody coming out so I can use my shoe, like catch the door and then kick it open like fucking MacGyver as you're leaving.
Right.
But those places are so fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, which ones are we talking about? Are we talking about those little shacks that they have?
Yeah, the little shacks.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, not for a no, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. But
Yeah,
the service
like
things,
those ones, like for me, those are like the people that have a little more water in their head than other people. They use those. So, like, I imagine, and I know people, like, I know a dude that did this just to fuck with people. Like, oh my god. Instead, like, just going to shit did not matter the condition of the toilet. Seat up, seat down, didn't give a fuck. Just turn around and just let it fly. So, I mean, imagine walking into a public toilet and there's just a huge dump on top of the seat.
But if you gotta go, you're too far away and you gotta go. To find one of those, what are they called, Harry? The ones that you gotta pay?
Yeah, the I think
Rest stop.
Surveys is the company.
Yeah.
Service.
Santa
Fair.
something. Santa Fair. Yeah.
Yep.
And you can actually use your card now.
On some of them, not on
On a lot of
Yeah,
them.
not on all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because who's got fucking change in the wallet anymore? You're like, now you tell me I can't shit because I don't have 80 cents. Now you got to go into the store and try to either use the freaking ATM that charges you $4.95 to use it,
Yeah.
or yeah, you're like, just so I can get this Lincoln log out. This is ridiculous.
I've jumped the barrier on occasion.
I have too. I've been a kid. I went under the
Yeah.
dolphin barrier. Yeah, we've all been there. I feel bad afterwards, but then I don't.
Yeah.
Because I usually my wallet ends up with those 50-cent things or whatever you get back.
Yeah, the
Mm.
At
coupon.
the end of the year, I got about 90 of them, from traveling or whatever. All you got to do is but here's a good thing. If you got to pay, usually that means it's clean, usually,
Right.
but you got to check the stalls first. But it's better than shit. I swear to you, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. No way, dude. Those things, they smell like fucking ammonia piss all the time too.
Yeah.
And I have a bad knee, so I know I try to squat and I'd fucking knee give out and something weird would happen. My whole dick and balls would rub all over the seat. I know it. It just, God,
Oh,
fucking hell.
no. The floor is just like half an inch of piss. Oh, God. No thanks.
You come out with brand new designed Air Force Ones. You go in with the whites on. You come out with the whites with the yellow piss line at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's nasty, man.
Yeah.
And you got to trek that shit back to your car too.
I won't do it.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
good.
if you pull over just to a normal one because you got to piss and you got to piss outside on the fence, you got to watch out for the landmines as you're going to try to find a place to piss because some asshole basically pissed from the sidewalk, so you're not walking in his piss puddle. I'm telling you, sometimes on the Autobahn, it's a nasty
interesting.
thing. Yeah. Or maybe you see the van rocking where they got the swingers in there just inviting you in. Could be.
Yeah.
Those cops that I had on frequency last night, they told me some interesting stories about like silent hovering over parking lots and then using their cameras to watch people fuck. Apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
And they got like 4K HD video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, that's technically public record. When do we get to see it?
Oh, not in Germany, you don't.
No.
Even if they catch you on video using the crime, if you haven't agreed to it, sometimes they can't use it. If it wasn't posted that there's actually a camera there.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Germany, they're idiots here with all that stuff.
Well,
it's crazy.
Well, there's good rules to it. You don't want your neighbor having a camera pointed right into your window.
No, into my window? Absolutely not. However, I still would like the right to have every inch of my yard in camera.
Yep, me too. Me too, because I got a good reason for it.
Yep.
Okay, here, check it out. It's called, I've been looking for it. Remember I was talking about the stool softener the guy used?
Yeah.
It's called, I lost it. No, it's called Daku Sate Sodium.
Okay.
Basically like Japanese shit.
Apparently, when it comes down the butt thing, it basically scrapes the sides and brings all the goodies out.
You guys know what Ipecac is?
No.
It's like
the thing that makes you throw up?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's like you can. Never mind. Put a little tab in your buddy's drink.
Done it.
It causes you to projectile vomit, pretty much. Which is a great party
It's like
trick.
a laxative, but for reverse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It actually pulls the shit through your mouth. That's
pretty much. Like you feel like you create a black hole and you're sucking your butthole back up into your insides.
I guess it was designed for people who drank too much alcohol to empty your stomach quickly. But then people who like to put their fingers in the mouth to make themselves throw up after they eat to lose weight, they found out, well, this is a pretty easy way to do it too. I couldn't do it because I hate to throw up. I throw up all the time from stuff, but I hate it.
Throwing up for me is the worst. Like my family makes fun of me every time I throw up. They just go, "Wah!" Because I seriously sound like I'm calling dinosaurs.
Me too. I don't know.
They're like, Jesus Christ, who's the autistic kid playing with dinosaurs upstairs? They're like, oh, that's my dad throwing up.
Yeah, I do too, and I have no idea why I'm so loud. And then
Yeah,
I breathe like I'm a marathon runner afterwards. So I throw up
yeah.
like, got it all running down.
I
This
literally
guy's this guy's 40.
the last time I think I had food poisoning. We went to Culm in May.
Can't eat that ass up there, dude. Can't
Dude,
do it.
we were on the way home. Everybody was cool. And I'm just like, thank God we left when we did. Like, it was one of those things. I wasn't sure I was going to make it home.
Right.
And we got home within like a half hour of being home. I just started throwing up. And I literally pulled every single muscle in my entire body.
Yeah.
It was
Uh,
awful.
I personally like the ones where it's shooting out both ends and you don't know what to do, whether to
No.
shit or wind your watch. Yeah, I have no idea. You just hope that your sink's close enough to where you can lay your ass over the seat and
So,
reach your mouth over it. Yeah.
funny story
Ah,
about that. If you go into the upstairs bathroom that I did, there's a method to my madness. That's why the sink is exactly right by where the toilet is.
yeah. Yeah. We've
Apparently,
all
this
been
is
there.
something that you have to endure often.
Me?
Yeah. 'cause-
No, but just in case. Like I remember like when I was a kid, our house, the bathroom, like we had sinks and like a long mirror, then you with the toilet almost had like its own private stall, right? So it was almost
Okay.
like a whole different room.
Mhm.
Right.
So if you're projectile, if like you're vomiting and peeing out your butthole,
Yeah.
that was the worst place in the world for that because you have to hurry up and be quick, up and down, spinning around. And if you're sick like that, dude, you just at one point you just say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna clean up whatever's the worst part of this mess to clean
I'll
up."
do with it later. I'll do it later.
And you make decisions.
My mom was pissed at me when I was younger because I remember I got sick. We went to a McDonald's actually. I remember. Then we got home and I just felt like crap, man. So I was in there, pissing out my ass, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I gotta throw up. And the sink was too far away. So I threw up in the dirty clothes basket.
Oh wow.
Oh, my mother, bless her heart. She was so mad, but she couldn't really be that mad because I was sick. And I was like, it was either that or throw up on the floor.
Yeah.
She's like, I would have rather you threw up on the floor, you idiot.
Yeah. Floor is easier to clean than all the clothes.
All the clothes, all the dirty clothes. I mean, they were dirty. So I was like, they're dirty.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, it's disgusting, David. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Are you just lucky enough to have the trash can and you're like, whatever happens here happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually, now you mention it, knock on wood, but I haven't been that sick in a while.
Right. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was food poisoning
Right.
this past May. But before that, it's been I don't know, 7 years, if not longer.
But I got
Hmm.
Riley she's going to kindergarten, so I'm assuming
Oh,
it'll happen to me.
You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be getting sicknesses that you
Absolutely.
haven't even heard about for the last 15 years.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know it already, Bobby. I know.
Yep.
Those little booger throwing things in the kindergarten, I don't know how kindergarten teachers avoid not getting sick every week. Like,
Oh,
it's
because their
terrible.
immune system, it's an immune system. You build it up. Like you're just
They gotta
walking
be-
around with kids all day that have touched their buttholes and their noses and like their mouth. That's it. It's just
pretty
germs touching everything.
Yeah.
Going, oh, pick
Yeah.
me up. I just watched 4 of those fingers tickle your butthole. Fuck you. I'm not going anywhere near you.
And your kid hits you with the 4-finger sweep.
Oh, no
Ooh,
thanks.
right?
I think it like
Uh,
you're allowed to like shin check a kid that does that. I think.
yeah. Just a Street Fighter uppercut.
Yeah,
That's what
you
they
try to get
get.
me to smell your finger, guess what? You're gonna eat my heel, you little cunt.
Oh, you guys reminded me. I wanted to come on the podcast last week and talk about something. Talk amongst yourselves. I have to find it. There is an electronic device now that you can buy. Apparently, that has over 1,000 old NES, SNES, Sega Genesis games
Yeah.
on it. N64. It's got a ton of games on there.
Mhm.
And you got to be careful because there's a fake one and there's an official website one.
Mhm.
And I want to go to the official website one because I want it so bad. There's games that I used to play that games were, they don't have the graphics, but they were actually, fun sometimes.
Yeah,
Did you obviously you both had a Nintendo growing up, right?
I've had every
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, so did I. I was spoiled, I'll be honest. Did you have it, Harry? Did you?
No, I was a pure Nintendo guy. First the Atari that came along before I was actually old enough to play it. I think my parents used to play it, and I kind of grew out of that. And eventually, I asked for a Super Nintendo, which I then got because I didn't have any friends at school.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
That made me feel bad. Kind of.
Oh
I'm
well.
over it now. Bobby, if you could play one Nintendo game for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I
There's some good ones.
don't know, man. There's like RBI Baseball,
That was a good game.
Tecmo Super Bowl.
The original or the next Super Tecmo Bowl?
No, Tecmo Super
'Cause-
Bowl, the original one.
Okay, because the original one was kind of spotty.
Yep.
But the second one was a little more advanced, and that's the
Yeah.
one I loved.
Or
But I hear you.
Super Mario 3.
Yeah. Where he became a raccoon?
Yep. Or any of the
Yes.
Zeldas. Like I don't know, man. There's too many to
There really is. There
Yeah.
really is. But when I saw this, I was like, man, I think I'm gonna have to try to get it. And just see which ones they have on there.
Mhm.
But did you have all the systems, Harry, or are you just straight Nintendo?
No, just straight Nintendo. I got started with Madden 94, I think it was.
Right.
And then I got Return of the Jedi, which I thought, for that day and age had killer graphics. I still remember those graphics. I'm like, wow,
Yep.
this is really immersive.
Right.
But then I'm just like, I like the straight up Mario, the original Mario. That's a lot of fun. And oh shoot, what's the name of that one? I don't know, I can't, oh yeah, Donkey Kong. Like when they
Yeah.
revamped Donkey Kong with
Right.
those cartoony graphics, that was the shit. That was just fun to play.
Mhm.
Right. All right. Well, I will tell you. I like Contra.
Contra was great.
Yeah, and you had the code, and the code finally came out. Obviously
it?
Tecmo Bowl as well.
Castlevania?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some good ones, man.
Mega Man was good. And Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Mike Tyson Punch Out. Mike Tyson Punch Out was great.
Mike Tyson's tongue out was great.
Yeah, it was, man.
No, but there was a lot of good ones. And then it kind of went into PlayStation, and then from there, yeah. But you really brought something back, Bobby, when you said RBI Baseball. I'd forgotten about that.
I used to be the Kansas City, and I
Right.
always pitched with Brett Saberhagen because like
Yeah.
the graphics were so bad, and
Yeah.
this guy threw sidearm, and it just looked hilarious how
It
he
did.
threw it. So that stuck with me for the rest of my life. Actually, with Nintendo 64, I always used to play Ken Griffey Junior baseball. Like I had all those
Wow.
games.
Yeah.
Oh, but what about Street Fighter 2?
Street Fighter was great.
Right. Right.
See, I was never I had Nintendos and Segas. I had a PlayStation, but not for very long. And then I'm an Xbox guy.
Yeah, I had them all, but I bought an Xbox when what's that called? What's the game where it's the futuristic
Halo?
Yes, Halo.
Yep.
I played Halo forever. In fact, I had an Xbox when I was in Iraq for 15 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's one game we played, and a few other sports games. But there's some memories there, man, with regular Nintendo. You really brought them back. Now I want to see if I can play RBI Baseball.
Dude, it's such a great game. I loved it.
was.
That might have been that
was.
or what was it? Paperboy?
Yes.
Oh,
That was a cool game too on Nintendo.
Yeah. Who had a 64?
I did.
Not me.
Okay, well, Bobby, I'll bring some games up, and you tell me if they were good. GoldenEye.
Fucking GoldenEye was the best. What was it? Rourke or Rot? Fuck. what was the name of it? It was like it was kind of like in that direction.
Right.
But it was like a futuristic thing where like you went back in time in like the Jurassic period.
Yes. I
You know what I'm
you're
talking
and
about?
yes, absolutely I do. That was fun. It
That
was a
game
lot
was
of fun.
awesome.
So the other ones that I found that are supposed to be the best, Blast Corps, I never played that
Never
on
played it.
64. Pilot Wing 64, I played
Yes,
that. That was good. Mario Kart, of course.
of course.
F-Zero X and Wipeout 64.
Wipeout 64 is pretty tits.
Yeah, yeah. It just like when you got it, and there was actually a pro wrestling game, NWO versus WCW or something.
Yes.
It was a fantastic game, and me and my friend Brian, God rest his soul, we would play that all the time, man. As
I
kids.
actually
It was
had
awesome.
WWF Superstars for Sega
Yes.
Genesis.
Yeah,
That was cool.
yeah, yeah. I loved it. I miss those games, but this is kind of like the old men in us talking now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it was fun.
Yeah,
They had
definitely.
Castle.
Some
You
of
know
the-
what you're confusing, Bobby? I think I know what you're confusing now. When you're talking about your Sega, you're talking about Castlevania Bloodlines.
No, not for Sega, for Nintendo.
Okay, because I know they had that, and
Yeah,
I played that as well.
it's possible. There was a game on the Sega. It was Shaq Fu, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty
where you
awful.
basically just shack and you run around, you fuck everybody up.
You're
Yeah.
Shaq, but you're dressed as like a ninja, like a kung fu guy. Like imagine like 90s kung fu, but 7 foot tall Shaq.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was
I-
awesome.
I'm just smirking because and Dave's thinking the same thing. Obviously, you describing Shaq and you say he was running around dressed like a ninja. And I know who I'm talking to.
We're leaving it in, boys.
Baking soda.
Did you know on Sega? On Sega, that's the original when Madden came out, Madden '93. So
It's
obviously
possible.
Madden's
Yeah,
a huge-
because in the 90s, like Nintendo had the Techno Super Bowls.
no. This is on Sega. Oh yeah,
Right,
well, they had
but
the
then
Tecmo Super Bowl.
Sega came out like around because Sega
Right.
came out was super early. Before it was Sega, it was called Genesis.
Right.
And there was a game that I played that was like the first thing I ever played on Sega was called Bonk's Revenge.
Yep. Yeah. 89 is when it came out.
Yep.
Yeah. And the other game that nobody's mentioned, but I'm not even a hockey fan, but I love playing NHL.
Oh, I
back then.
loved
NHL 94 and NBA as well. The game was called NBA, and that NBA, it wasn't NBA Jam. Something
NBA
else, but
Jam
that was a
was
good
the
one
best.
too.
Boom
Yeah.
shakalaka.
yeah.
Oh, I
He's
played
on
that one too. Yeah,
fire.
that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're down memory lane, fellas.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, but it was a different time.
Definitely a different time.
These whippersnappers today don't know what it was like to have to blow on a disc or clean a disc off or just gently put it in the correct way so the game would play. That's
Yeah.
Ripping the cartridge out of the Nintendo, just furiously blowing into it.
yeah.
These
And also when you're
these
playing Madden, just knowing the rosters because there were no names on the jerseys.
yeah.
Right. Oh, you know what game I forgot about? Tekken.
Oh,
How awesome was Tekken? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. Yeah.
Tekken was good.
Tekken, Gran Turismo, the original.
Yeah.
These are all original PlayStation games. Medal of Honor, played that. Twisted Metal, Crash Bandicoot.
Twisted
these are where they
Metal
all
and
got
Crash
started.
Bandicoot. Yeah. But like I said, I didn't have a
Don't-
PlayStation very long.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Oh, I wasted some time with that.
I
Ah.
got the remake for it they just redid the first and second one. They remastered it and updated it. I have it for Xbox.
There's one system you didn't mention. We didn't mention, Bobby.
Dreamcast.
And I want to see. Yes, okay.
I had it.
God, Bobby, it's like we're connected by the soul.
Like when I said I
Honestly.
had all of them except for PlayStation 3 and up I never had, but PlayStation 1, 2, and then all the Nintendos, the Sega, all the Segas. I even had like, is Harry still there?
I'm there. I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
He's
I had
he's
a
excited that we're excited.
like Sega Genesis. They had like a thing where you can upgrade it, and it was just like a
Right.
thing that plugged into the top, and it made your game like it doubled the graphics of your games, like but
Right.
certain games without having to replace the
Mhm.
whole console. It was awesome.
I think Nintendo had a similar thing at one point.
It's possible. Do you guys remember the Genie, the Game Genie?
Mm-mm.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
The Game Genie, you plug the game into the thing, and then in there, it basically modded the game, and you're able to do cheats and shit like that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Nintendo had something like that too.
Yep.
I remember the excitement, the absolute excitement of going with my mom to Blockbuster. I will never forget that feeling. And they had the game there that she wanted to test out, and you pretended to be sick so you could play it all day.
Yep.
Man, I love those days. That was the times.
Yeah.
That was the times. It's like finding dad's porn stash. You know, you don't forget those type of things. You really don't.
No.
When you look at a hustler and you can see the ovaries, it just changes your perception of,
Guys,
what things
I
are.
still like at my mom's place. I still have an original penthouse from must be 1984 or 85.
That's
Bush.
awesome.
Found in my
So
dad's
much
stash.
Bush.
Definitely.
That's
Guys,
awesome.
I'm gonna bring it.
You
do it.
should.
It hasn't seen.
Yeah.
I swear to God, the pages aren't sticky or anything.
Even if they
but
were.
They will
those
be.
things-
Bring it to the garden house, and we'll plaster them motherfuckers.
I'll bring. We
Man.
just have to. I mean, those things were books back then.
Yeah.
Like super thick.
I don't know. Did you grow here? Did you grow up here, Harry, or in the States?
Part.
Part.
I was in.
So-
yeah.
Oh, really? I thought you grew here.
No. I was in the States for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I remember being young, and I mean like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and riding my bike all the time in Florida.
Yeah.
We had like wooded areas in Florida too, and you would go through, and there was these bums close to where my friend Brian lived, because he lived in the city. And we would drive in these backwoods, and there were these bums that always camped out there. And I shit you not, that's where we found our first porn mags.
Yep.
Shit you not. They've been rained on and everything else, but boy, you still pulled those pages apart to check out those titties.
Mm.
There's nothing like that.
Yep.
It's before the internet, man. It's a gifted titty. You can't pass
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah. That's not valuable. Now all you have to do is look on your phone.
Yeah. I think, to be honest with you, I think that's kind of ruined
It has.
us.
It has.
Yeah.
It has. You used to be
Because
able to
it's so readily
watch scrambled
available.
porn. You used to be able to watch
Yep.
scrambled porn and not know whether you were whacking off to a titty or an elbow.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it got
But
the
as
job
soon as
done.
you saw that nipple, like once
Yeah.
every
Like-
75 minutes, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed
Like
it.
now you'll be sitting
Because-
there for 2.5 hours on Pornhub. You're like, fuck, I'm
Yeah.
pushing rope. This ain't happening.
This ain't happening today. Giving it up. And you used to, like, seriously, like, you used to be able to just beat off in the shower. And in those days, you had nothing but your up here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's fucking times have changed, man. Kids
But-
today.
Most of us beat off before they actually knew what sex was. Now,
Of
I'd
course.
like to go back in time to just find out what was I beating off to?
Exactly.
Oh,
I honestly
know
believe it's the
exactly.
feeling. I think it was the feeling.
yeah.
All right, I'm waiting for you, Bobby, because it's
Yeah.
gonna be
See,
good.
I'm shutting up, Bobby. You just threw like.
I don't
the
know if you
golden
guys
ticket.
remember,
The mic's
Well-
all yours.
like
What was
those-
his name?
No, the catalogs, right? There was this one called Fredericks of Hollywood,
Yes.
and they were
Yep.
very graphic. I remember
They
being like,
were.
yo, I love this. And that's all she wrote, fellas.
There was that, and what was the other one? There was a J.C. Penney catalog that was kind of risque sometimes.
Yeah, every year.
And Sears.
Yeah, the winter fall catalog, and then like going through like all the
I mean, have things really gotten better? Like, think about it. I mean, because before, right? When we didn't have these things, when we didn't have these, like if you want to talk to your buddy, like you called them on the fucking like actual phone, you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like on the wall. And if somebody wasn't home, they just weren't home. People used to like stop by randomly because they, see your car, be like, oh, so and so's home. Or, leave fucking answering machine, you click it, you'd be like, oh, what's up? I'll call Bobby back. Cool. Now you're just sending a fucking lazy ass WhatsApp or some other shit.
right. And
I mean,
I remember when three-way calling came out and how
Fuck yeah.
fucking tits that
Fuck
was.
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
yo, hold on a second. I'm talking to you
Yeah.
right now, but guess what? I'll be back in 15 minutes once I figure
Yeah.
this out. And then you have a third person on
Mm.
that costs like $11 a minute. It was amazing.
I remember when my mom bought me a phone for my room, and it was that clear
Yes.
see-through phone. It's that clear, and it lit up when somebody called. That shit was
Dude.
so awesome.
I had the same one from Spencer's Gifts.
Yes, that's what it was. Exactly.
Yes, it was a
Oh, it was
neon
so
phone,
awesome.
and it glue when
Yep.
somebody called. I
It was so
totally
awesome.
had that. Like I also remember, like it took us forever. Like I don't know why. We had a phone in our downstairs and then a phone in our kitchen, but the one in the kitchen, it had, for some ungodly reason, the 150-foot cord.
Yeah.
Where you could literally take this and go to any room in the house
It's so ridiculous.
and just
We-
create. My sister would create a maze with this stupid fucking cord, and it was
Yeah.
awful.
You know what else we had? We had the one where you put the thing on your head and the phone stayed here. My mom used to have it because she would cook and talk to her friends sometime. So it had this thing like this, and you put the phone here.
Oh
and the
no, I
phone
never
was
saw
against your
that.
ear, and it would hold up, you know. But
I
it was
never
the
saw
actual
that.
phone, and it used to be so fucking silly because my mom had this long cord, the same in the kitchen, and there's a couple times that she wasn't looking, and the fucking cord went over the stove,
Yeah,
and it would fucking burn through the cord. Oh man, those are the days. And then
Yeah.
they got the battery operated ones where you just fucking
yeah. The
but nobody
cordless.
would put it back on the charging station, so the phone would ring, but nobody could answer it because the phone was dead.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Ah.
anytime everybody got fried by DECT waves just
Yeah.
busting through.
I think that's
Ah.
honestly why we're creating the generation that we are. It's because of
Yeah.
shit like that. But
Or AOL. We always forget about AOL, but if you
I
in that
never
time,
forget about
you
AOL.
hear that sound, you know exactly what it is. The modem sound, you know exactly what that is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The sign in, but you know what? AIM,
Badonk, badonka.
AOL
Yeah.
Instant Messenger was the best. I'll never
Yeah.
forget. There was a kid in my grade. It was either one of these guys or the other. It's down to two people. I don't remember because this was the 8th grade, right?
Right.
7th going into 8th grade. So always in chat, like talking, like we had like group chats and shit like that on AIM and talking. Then out of nowhere, somebody started like talking to me, like sent me a direct message, like, "Hey, you ran pretty good in track today. You're looking really cute." And I'm sitting there thinking, like, fucking A, I'm a Mac Daddy and some bitch that wants to see what this dangle be like. So writing back, you know. And then this person starts like getting super creepy and like making them seem like they're an old man
Right.
and they know where I live and they're gonna come like tickle me basically.
Yeah.
And like just do some weird shit. Like it just kept getting really weird and weird to the point where I just went, "Mom, help!" So I had my mom come and read the conversation, and she
Yeah.
was about to call the cops. The next day, she might have called the cops. The next day I went to school, this dude was laughing so hard. I'm like, "What the fuck's so funny?" He goes, "Yo, that was me." I'm just like, "Oh my God, you got me so good." Like my entire house is fucking terrified right now.
Isn't that the place that they originally started catching these guys on? Was that To Catch a Predator or whatever? Where that
Oh,
guy would go to the kid's house.
I'm
Who
definitely
was the
sure.
guy that was sitting
Chris
in the
Hansen.
living room? Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen. So what are
From
you doing
Dateline.
here? So you brought cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
Dudes would show up with cheeseburger lube and rubbers to an 8-year-old's house. It's fucking disgusting.
Fucking gross.
Oh.
But if I were to grow up an 8-year-old, that's probably what would get him over, you know, because you
Yeah.
can't
Of course.
see that's cheeseburgers and that's what I do.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm almost 40 and that would work now.
Yeah. If
Hey,
you offer
me
me a
too.
cheeseburger, I'm coming over, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
All right, man.
Yeah.
It's cool. You can finger me, but I'm getting that burger first.
Extra pickles, please.
Yeah. No. I have a feeling I'll have enough of those later.
Oh, I saw this. I saw this great meme. This is gonna get us canceled. You see a kid crying, and it says basically when you find out the nice old man doesn't have any chocolate in his van.
Oh. Oh, that's lovely. That's
Or-
lovely, Harry.
Yeah, it's really bad. I know one that will really get us canceled.
Bro,
That's
so wrong.
That's
so
so
wrong.
bad.
That's so wrong.
Yikes. Yikes,
That's,
Bobby.
that's so wrong.
On that note, good night.
we're gonna have to edit that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
Seriously?
I'm not even gonna.
that's rough, Bobby. That is
Dude,
rough.
I don't care. I mean, it's your name on the recording. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll cut that out.
Yeah, do that. And 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this week.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a good hang.
Yeah,
It's been
definitely.
a good night. Yeah. Look terrible.
It was so bad.
So bad.
So
Ah. Well, Bobby, tell them where they can find us, man.
you guys can find us every single place podcasts are found. We are also
literally
available on Amazon
everywhere.
Music and Audibles. Harry is
Hey.
hiding and laughing about something.
Yeah.
Harry, where can they find us again?
On Apple podcasts.
Just say
Spotify,
everywhere. Just say everywhere, buddy.
iHeartRadio, everywhere. Your mom's bed. We're there.
Everywhere.
You can find me there. You will definitely find me there. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
And if your dad
All
has
right, fellas.
crabs, you can find me there too. Also, we have a
Oh.
YouTube channel.
Cheeseburgers and vans. What?
We're
Check it
so
out.
fucking canceled. We're so fucking canceled. Anyways, it's been fun to be back this week, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys. Always a good time. Always good to get the laughs in. And this week took a walk down memory lane. Holy shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And now I want to buy I guess it would be a vintage see-through phone. Now I want to get one again.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
for-
I miss I miss those corded phones. Like, I wish that there was like an experience where, like, you know how they have like these breaking rooms or like escape rooms? I wish they
Yeah.
had rooms where it's just like a room and it's set up like it's 1993 in America.
There's a show that
You
tries
just
to get
take
young
your
kids to
kids
do
there and
that.
go, hey, figure this shit out.
They tell kids, "Hey, I need you to go on the internet with this
Yeah.
computer," and it's like an old school computer, and they have to use dial-up AOL, and they don't know how to do it, or they have to use a rotary phone,
Yep.
and they can't figure it out. Like it's
But what's great is before they had Google or anything, they had Encyclopedia Britannica that was installed on like Windows 95.
right.
And it's funny. Yeah. God,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
I feel old.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I feel old. All right, fellas.
Well, guys, thanks for walking down memory lane with us. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Come check
Thanks
us
for
out.
Harry for being here. Love the diversity. So
Definitely.
glad you're here, buddy. Glad you're here.
Absolutely.